This is the Louie T Network. The journey is long, and nobody said it was going to be easy. But all we've got is us.
You have any quarterback news for us?
All that believe.
Yes, we do have news. We have announced that Kirk Cousins will be the starter for 2015 moving forward. And I think all three quarterbacks should be commended for their efforts, their willingness to get better. But when it's all said and done, after all the film that we've gone through, all the off-season activity, all the training camp footage, we feel like at this time, Kirk Cousins gives us the best chance to win, and that's where we're going.
When you say for 2015, does that mean barring
It's Kirk's team.
Welcome, all my fellow Redskin brethren and sisters. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here, Redskins Report. Week 17, bow and go. Probably going to be one of the quicker bow and goes of the season. Of course, we're still riding the high of winning the NFC East, and while I'm on that subject, celebrate! The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here! That's right, NFC East champ, 2015 season. Right here. Watch the Redskins. Feels damn good. Feels good, feels good. But before I move on to week 17 and the meaningless week 17 matchup versus the Dallas Cowboys, probably won't hear me utter those words in the same sentence very often, but yes, this week 17 matchup versus the Dallas Cowboys means absolutely nothing to this team moving forward. And because of that, it changes the entire dynamics of the football game as we usually know it. However, first need to put a bow on that week 16 NFC East clinching victory over the Philadelphia Eagles on the road. A number of things have transpired since that game's conclusion. Chip Kelly has been fired. The Redskins are NFC East champions. And now we got some decisions to make. And I thought we went out to Philadelphia. We came in with a game plan. And you could see early on that the run wasn't a big part of what we were looking to do in that ball game. And if you look at the first 50 plays or so, I think the number, the pass run ratio was like 41 passes to 10 runs or 12 runs, something like that. In the first 53 plays, I believe it was something astronomical like that. I mean, there was a huge discrepancy between pass and run, and you could tell early in the game. I think the first 10 plays might have been Kirk Cousins throws. I mean, we didn't run the football very much at all early in the game. As a matter of fact, we went 3 and out that first possession after the Eagles marched right down the field and scored. We didn't run the football at all. So you could see that, and if you heard the Week 15 sound effects, Kirk Cousins was mic'd up, and you heard him talking to our offensive coordinator Sean McVay, and they talked about putting more on Kirk's plate. And Sean McVay said, hey, yeah, we're going to do that more. I'm learning. And that's what a lot of you guys have to understand, is that this is a young staff. This is a team with a lot of guys. Jay Gruden, never been a head coach. He's a young head coach. Sean McVay, he's 29 years old, I think Sean McVay is. I mean, this is a young staff. There's a lot of guys still learning and growing into their positions. That's why I try to explain to you guys, it's a process. These guys aren't going to just come in and transform this team, and you got to expect these guys to be going through growing pains just like the players are. And so they're learning their personnel. They're learning what they can put on Kirk's plate. They're learning what they can ask Jordan Reed to do. Don't put your players in positions to fail. They're learning all of these things. And so they realize Kirk can throw it 45 times and we can win. Kirk had 46 passing attempts versus the Eagles. They're learning what they can and can't do, and we're starting to become a more successful team because of that. And so you could see the game plan was, let's just throw the football. The Eagles can't stop anybody from throwing. We're one of the best passing teams in the league. We've got some of the best weapons. Let's utilize them, which is what we've been asking them to do. Yeah, I would love to run the football more effectively. Yeah, I would love to run the football more efficiently. But at the end of the day, I don't give a damn how we do it. I just want points, and want to look up at the scoreboard at the end and see that the Redskins have more points than the opposition and move on to the next game. So I don't care if we're running the football effectively and running for 200 yards or we're throwing it for 400 yards and Kirk is slicing up teams. I just want to score points. I just want to win football games. And they're figuring that out too. Doesn't matter. You try to stay as balanced as possible. You don't want to have tendencies that the other team can pick up on. But at the end of the day, whatever works, do that. And that's what we did against the Eagles, and that was very refreshing to see. We got it done. Look, the defense is going to have to play better. Thought we did a great job getting pressure. Give some credit to Joe B. A lot of y'all been out there slaughtering that man this year. I saw your comments before the season started. Why did we go get this coordinator? He was on that Detroit staff that was winless, and he's terrible, yada, yada, yada. People change, people grow. Again, young coordinator. Give the man an opportunity to grow into the position. I think he's doing a phenomenal job, and I think he's starting to learn his personnel. We don't have a lot of talent on defense, okay? We're lacking on that side of the ball. For as much talent as we have offensively, we have as little on the defensive side. So he's doing a lot with a little. So give him some credit. I thought he did a good job of mixing up pressures and zones, and we didn't give the Eagles the same look in that game, and I thought he did a good job of pressuring Sam Bradford because there were open receivers in that game, but because of the pressure, Bradford wasn't always able to get to those guys and get them accurate football. So I thought he did a good job of mixing up his pressures and zone coverages and man-to-man and when to play and when not to, when to bring pressure and when not to. And so it was good to see them get pressure. That's something we're going to need moving forward. I thought we did a really good job at stopping the running game, which is something we're going to continue to need to do moving forward if we're going to have success. And the turnovers, again, if we're going to be a team that's going to win defensively, we're going to need to continue to force turnovers. It was good to get 2 more of those to help us win that ball game. So if we can continue to do that, continue to get pressure on the quarterback, I like where this thing is going. We're doing all of the right things at the right time. We're trending in the right direction. And that game, to me, against the Eagles was a huge microcosm of where this team is and where they're going and how they've grown over the course of the season. With that being said, let's move on to Week 17 versus Dallas. And this is unlike any Dallas week I can remember in the last decade. I mean, most Dallas games mean something. Even if we're bad, even if they're bad, even if both teams are good, this game usually means something. It means absolutely nothing to us this year, which is, again, rare. But in the grand scheme of things, I want to win, okay? I told you how I felt at the end of the R3, that I would love to do to them what they did to us last season. And I don't really care who's in the game. I think our backups are capable because, look, we're playing Dallas's backups as well. So let's not act as if Des Bryant is playing, Tony Romo's playing. A lot of their guys aren't playing either. And so let's go out there and do those boys. And I don't care if it's Colt McCoy and Rashad Ross out there. I don't give a damn who's out there. I don't care if Ty Nsekhe is out there tackled and Tom straight out of Compton is that Ty. I don't give a damn who's on the field. Bless those boys, man. Go do the Cowboys in. And I don't care if we win 13-10, because you know the Cowboys can't score no damn points. I don't care. I just want to beat them. I don't want them sweeping us. I want to keep the momentum going. I think I've heard that Kirk's going to play and he's going to start again. Doesn't matter. I told you I wanted Kirk to be active. Whether he plays or he doesn't play, it's fine by me. He's not going to play the whole game, though. I can assure you of that. Kirk's going to get a couple of series. He may get a quarter. He may get a half. Whatever. But he's coming out of the game. He's not going to finish the game. So whatever happens, happens. I just want to stay healthy in this game. That's the biggest thing and takeaway from this game is just be healthy. Whether you win or you don't win, just come out of this game healthy. That's all I'm looking for. Okay? I want the W. Trust and believe. I want to beat the Cowboys, but at the end of the day, I want to win in the playoffs more. That matters to me more than a meaningless Week 17 W over the damn Dallas Cowboys, okay? We can get one of those anytime. I want this W in the postseason. I want to try to tear the postseason up. That's what I'm trying to do. Turn it up. And that's how we're going to do it. But we're going to need to get there healthy. And we're going to have a fighting chance in the postseason. So that's the most important thing in this Week 17 matchup versus Dallas Cowboys. But I don't know who they're going to play. I don't know who they're going to start, who they're going to sit, how many reps these guys are going to get. At the end of the day, health is the most important thing because they're not going to lose any rhythm, okay? I want to win for the sake of going into the postseason with a 4-game winning streak. I want to win this game for the sake of saying we're trending in the right direction. I want to win this game because it's going to be momentum carried over from the regular season. All of those things matter. But at the end of the day, health matters more. And so I hope we go in there. But in this game of football, you can't go in playing scared. You can't go at half speed. If the guys are in there, Jay Reed's in there, whomever. If they're playing, they got to go out there and play this game like they played last week, like the division's on the line. And so whatever happens, happens. Let's just try to stay healthy if at all possible and see if we can't get this W versus the Dallas Cowboys. I want it. I'm not going to lie to you. I want this W, but I don't want nobody getting hurt over it. That's for damn sure. So we'll see how it goes down. I don't know who's going to be inactive. And it's going to be fun to watch this game and watch all the other games that are going to impact the playoff picture in the AFC, but more importantly in the NFC for us, because we still don't know who our opponent will be in Wild Card Weekend, and we won't really know until the very end of the regular season, with the last game being the Sunday night game, Packers-Vikings. We won't know until the end of that game, because the end of that game will tell us exactly who we're going to play, and we'll be able to find out who we need to start preparing to put our frustrations on and our target to be locked on come Sunday night. So that'll be pretty interesting. But as far as the Cowboys game is concerned, I want to win, but I want health way more than the W in Week 17. I am a Redskins fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. My Redskins spirit will never fold. Until we meet again, hey, to the NFC East champion, Washington Redskins. The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. That's right. NFC East champ. Right here, looking for that 4-game winning streak. Whatever you got to do, bless the Cowboys, but come out healthy in the end. I'll see you a little bit later on.
There's plenty more where that came from. While you're here, subscribe to the channel. If you want more Louie T, be sure to follow me on Twitter at InTheLabRoom, or you can like the Facebook page at In The Lab Room. That's In The Lab Room on Facebook and at In The Lab Room on Twitter. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. The Redskins Report.